And welcome, disc golf fans, to the front nine coverage of round one of the 2021 Utah Open presented by Innova Champion Discs. I'm Brian Earhart, joined here by my co-host Holly Finley of Team Innova. Holly, we are in beautiful Ogden, Utah. How's it going?
Oh, wow, we sure are. It's my first time visiting the area, and these views are spectacular. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm so impressed with the scenery and the hospitality and the amenities at the courses. So I'm ready to jump right into this and see what these ladies have for us.
And we do have Paige Pierce, Lisa Fajkus, Ohn Scoggins, and Ellen Widboom. Four really differing play styles going into this first round.
Yeah, a couple of sidearm throwers, some solid backhand smashers. It's going to be cool to see how these ladies tear up the course individually. Some beautiful drone footage showing the Mulligan's golf course. We've got our Flight Factory drone flyover for hole one. They're starting us off with a huge par 4, 711 feet. You really need to avoid that pond on the right. You don't want to go there. And also these sand traps play as hazards this year, so you want to avoid those as well.
Utah Open driven by Innova. This is our 924 FPO feature card. First on the tee pad this morning, we have the 5-time world champion, sponsored by Discraft. Let's give it up for Paige Pierce.
And Paige has been on an absolute tear lately, taking a little bit of time off after, to her standards, a rocky start to the season, and she seems full of life again.
Smashing a solid drive, keeping it low. I have to say, Brian, though, looping back to the announcer there, we all need a hype man like this.
Absolutely. I hope he gives me this. The tournament director. And at this Mulligan's course, Lisa is definitely one of the scrappier FPO players that we have. And with her not having the distance that Paige has, she's going to have to pull out some tricks and putt the way she normally putts, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah, and Lisa is a very resourceful player, having both a solid backhand and sidearm.
Also sponsored by Innova. Let's give it up for Ohn Scoggins.
And Holly, Ohn is one of your teammates, and you said you've played some disc golf with her. Kind of a newer name to a lot of these big tour events, but it's been playing for quite some time.
Yeah, absolutely. We all have wondered, when is Ohn going to hit the tour scene? And when she joined Team Innova, it was time. So she's out here doing big things. And another one of my Innova teammates,
Ellen Widboom.
Yes, Ellen Widboom. Coming from Florida, she is also proficient in sidearm, and she's been working on her backhand, which is looking really solid these days. Oh, look at that unique line.
Yeah, going left side, putting it safe in play. Yeah, not even worrying about the OB pond to the right. What I like about Ellen's sidearm is we talk about Lisa being scrappy. Ellen's sidearm is extremely scrappy. Lots of sidearm flip-ups, a lot of flex shots. She kind of has every shot.
And she sure does. I've played with her for several years now, and she has a lot of unique like turnover sidearms that most people don't have.
Yeah, big fan of the Sidewinder and Roadrunner disc from the Innova lineup.
I mean, could you ask for a more glorious view as the disc flies in front of that mountain range? Wow.
Absolutely not.
So most of the women after their drive do not have the distance to get up and over the mound to the basket. So they're going to lay up short of that sand hazard and then just chip a putter up there for a par. But I imagine Paige is probably going to go full send and try to get close to the basket. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Somebody said close.
Sticks that to circle one. We had seen her pretty active on social media saying that she was going to use this event to be as aggressive as possible. So we'll see some pretty spectacular attempts from her today. And I did not see, it looks like it is safe on the front side.
Oh, yeah. Ellen chipping her Nova up there. Oh, that's a bit long. And that's the thing about this green, you know, they've got that basket on this little mound, and if you don't land on the front or the side, next thing you know, you've got an 80-footer uphill.
Exactly. And again, this hole averaged a 4.55. So a 4 is actually kind of feeling like a birdie in some cases.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Oh my gosh, Ellen, what the hecky? Hole 1 from downtown.
Look at this view, and that is a death putt in every sense of the
Wow.
word. OB directly behind the basket. That is a 4, and that's going to take about a half stroke on the field there, and she is pumped to start the round out.
Love it. Yeah, ladies, strong putts to start it off. Let's go.
And we mentioned the funny thing, the two scrappy players we talk about get their scrappy pars to start the round. Great putt from Lisa. Ohn also has one as well.
Oh, sit down. Ooh, that's lucky. You can't quite tell from that view, but if they were to miss the basket, you'd probably have about an 80-footer after that, so.
And Paige has stuck on the top side of the hill. What a scenic look. It's almost like we're looking at the Windows background.
Right? Just a bit of a misfire there on the first hole. But that was actually her par putt. Her birdie putt. So with this tap in, she's going to get par. So really no loss there so far, although we all know starting off with a bird feels really good.
Oh, yeah. And Ohn is going to take, unfortunately, a bogey after chaining out left. Moving into hole number 2, 250 feet. This is touchy. There's OB right behind the basket. The ground slopes towards that OB. So as much as you maybe want to throw something low and fast there, playing the higher shot is much better here. And that's a fierce from Paige just before the OB.
Wow, another tricky thing about this one is not only you have the water, you have the OB green on the right side, plus the sand trap in front of the basket. So, ooh, that was hard to see if Lisa landed on the green or not. But I think the wise play for us is to sort of just hyzer out left of the basket and take a putt.
Exactly.
It's just such a touch hole. Oh, gosh.
And that is exactly what we're talking about.
She sent it.
She did send it. Every sense of the word there.
And the drink takes another one out here at Mully's.
Yeah, this is an infamous course for that. We see players swimming for their most prized discs in their practice rounds even.
I like this flex forehand from Ohn. Oh, yeah, and another good thing about this grass out here is it's so thick, you don't get a lot of skips, so it sort of hits and sticks, which I like.
Ellen is going to be tapping in a par there. Here's birdie for Paige.
Another little misfire from Paige, but I'm sure she'll get it dialed in here shortly.
Most definitely. Ohn for birdie. And the left side has kicked her out yet again. Just a few inches off of cashing both of her first two putts.
Nice birdie from Lisa.
And you know just as well as Lisa, being a spin putter yourself, it's nice out here at Mulligan's because the wind at times is known to pick up. You had mentioned that the wind was pretty calm during this event.
I'd say during this day we basically had no wind at all. We teed off in the morning, and I would say like 1 to 2 miles an hour max.
That is so uncommon for this property.
I agree, and it was lovely conditions to compete in.
Absolutely, especially with the water looming in pretty much every hole. And we'll see you on hole number 3.
Women are being featured in the magazine.
The women are out there, the pro women, so then it kind of motivates a lot of us amateurs to like go out there and not be afraid.
I would love to see more tournaments like this in the future for women's disc golf.
I want to see more women filling spots in a tournament than men. That'd be something to brag about.
Disc golf's legit and we're here to stay. We're gonna make names for ourselves.
Say yes to disc golf!
Hole 3, 320 feet. Now, this can be a birdie for us. We want to capture it, but once again, you got to look out for these obstacles. You got water on the right side if you sort of turn over, sand hazards, and water on the left side if you skip off of the sidewalk. So it's a really tricky shot. You saw Lisa landed close to the basket. She might have a putt. Paige hyzering in here. Coming in fast, but actually that's a great spot to be.
And I believe that path is
It is in
safe.
bounds. Yes, sir.
We are so conditioned on the Pro Tour to believe that every single bit of concrete is out, but they did give us a little bit of hope on this hole.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing about this one is it looks like an easy hyzer. You just pitch it to the right of the basket and let it fall in and take a putt. But as I mentioned, whoa, 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 you take a skip off that sidewalk and now you're in the drink to the left.
Exactly.
So it is a touchy shot. Ellen chipping up her Nova. That'll be an easy drop in.
Let's see here. This is definitely a gettable birdie for Ohn.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Nice trajectory just off the tray. And that looks like a Nova as well from Lisa. Really neutral flying putter.
Yeah, nice bird from Paige.
Yeah, and just, again, like, disc is coming out of her hand really, really smooth. She's actually, from what I've noticed, and, you know, you've played more with her, you know, in tournament, obviously, she seems to have transitioned to even more of being a hyzer flip thrower than she has been in the past. You see her opt for throwing putter and mid hyzer flip on a lot of shots out here, especially in the woods. And it's kind of been interesting to watch the progression of someone who's been on the road for so long. And it might be the switch to the Discraft lineup. You never know.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Moving into hole number 4, 379. OB water all down the left side. This is a bomb. This is an absolute bomb, and you have to watch your angle when you land. This is probably a more conservative play for Paige. Circle 2 look.
Yeah, the good thing is, you know, they give you a fair amount of space. You can air it out. We do have an OB fence on the right side, so if you try to overthrow it and, you know, push a little bit outside your limits, you might lose the accuracy and go out of bounds. So, you know, staying between the fence and the water is sort of the first plan for shot 1. And then after that, I feel like it's a fairly simple upshot to the basket, and most of our division should be able to get an easy 3 here. It's just that you can be a little timid when you come into your first chip shot so close to the water.
Exactly, and that's kind of the name of the game out here at Mulligan's, is baskets being 20 feet from the water. So you have to be confident like this. Beautiful upshot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'd like, just a 4-foot putt.
Absolutely. Ooh, and maybe a half bid there from Lisa.
It always feels good when you at least tink the pole.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, just on the left side.
Well, she got up there for a birdie putt, you know, gave it a run, but par's good. But I feel like she has missed a couple opportunities here at the beginning. But that's okay. Plenty of golf left here.
Hey everyone, my name is Paige Pierce. I'm sponsored by Discraft, Grip Equipment, Thunderbird, OTB, and Whale Sacks. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to support me in any way, you can go to paigepierce.com or check out my Instagram. On my bio, I have a link to all things Paige Pierce. So thanks again for the support, and we'll see you on the course sometime.
All right, hole 5. This is another par 4, 567 feet. So, you know, we're going to go for a really strong drive, hopefully an accurate upshot, maybe get ourselves a 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Try to bite off as much as you can off the tee here. There is OB left and right, but coming into this, again, basket next to the water with as slow of a disc as you can. it kind of forces you to try to go as far as you can off the tee. Safe is not always going to get you scoring opportunities out here at Mulligan's. And that's a great drive from Lisa. I believe this is a champion destroyer from Ohn. Big flex shots. And being up here at 4,500 feet of elevation, I'm guessing in California that destroyer is not crashing as hard as it is out here, with the disc flying a bit more stable out here.
Yeah, everyone's had to adjust their bag accordingly. You know, I've met a lot of people that played and they're like, why is everything going left? And then a couple days later, they realize they're throwing the wrong disc for the location.
Yeah, and that's just a really unique part of our sport that really no other sport worries about. This got to come back.
Oh, no. And there it is, the example we were talking about. You know, you need a really accurate shot into the green. The basket's right next to the water, and Ohn donates one to the drink. Let's see if Ellen can get it close. She leaves it. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you don't commit, then you're going to have a long putt. You've really got to be confident and commit to the shot to get it close enough to the basket. And, you know, you just have to understand that sometimes you might be donating one to the drink, and that comes with, just comes with the job.
Exactly. Paige puts hers close. Looks like she's got a decent look for a birdie, about 20 feet. And this seems to be like a money distance for Ellen. She seems to put a lot of steppers and long spin putts in.
That looked nice, even though it didn't go in.
Just right for Lisa. Let's see if Ohn can capitalize for the par. Yes.
Nice. And that is kind of a good point. You know, if you overthrow it and it goes out of bounds by the basket, more than likely you're going to have an in the circle putt when you walk it back inbounds. So you could still capture your par even though you went out of bounds.
And there's another birdie for Paige. Just one of the most scenic courses that we get to play all year. Look at the beautiful mountain range in the background. As much as it is just another golf course, this is much more scenic than what we've gotten to see in the past. Lisa for par.
Just an everyday putt for Lisa. I really enjoy Ellen and her sister Sarah, who's caddying for her. They have matching shirts.
And we move into hole number 6, island hole, 261. If you come in with too much hyzer, you could be rolling away here. It's short, but you have to, again, commit. It's another fierce from Paige, and I think she has stuck it in the island. Another great line from Lisa. Yeah, park
Very
job.
good shot.
With the righty backhand, you can kind of use that tree off to the right as a reference point as to where you want that disc to kind of start crashing. But Ellen has a different idea.
I love hearing the card mates like support each other's
Yeah.
shot and cheer each other on. Get in there.
Oh,
Nice.
another birdie for Paige. And I think that, especially at a tournament like this, we're used to all these really tense Pro Tour situations. This was just a B tier, and a lot of players were using this event, as well as yourself, to get practice on these courses for the World Championships that are coming up in just about a week and a half. So finally an event to relax and just worry about getting your game plan set. Another missed putt there from Ohn. Giving herself a lot of opportunities.
Nice birdie from Ellen. And yeah, it was a really great idea, I think, to have a little mini Worlds warm-up here.
Exactly.
You know, you see the courses, you get a mini taste of the competition, you know, so then your first experience on the course won't be for the big one because you played there last week. So I think that all of us that participated in the Utah Open will be feeling a little more comfy when the World starts.
Hello Leopard 3 is stable. It's want to go straight all day long. That's why I love it. It feels good in my hand. It's just very comfortable to grip. Just throw, it's gonna fly straight for you. And I love their plastic. It is beautiful. Look at this color. When you have a pretty dish like this, you just want a birdie, right?
I absolutely love that commercial from Innova and my teammate Ohn. Hole 7, 441 feet, another bomb. Let's see if Paige can get it there.
Yeah, they call this a par 3.
Yeah, that's safe.
Wow. Puts it to about circle 2, maybe just outside circle 1.
I'd say that's a jumper.
Yeah, definitely a jumper. Great shot from Paige. That was a laser beam that was every bit of 390.
So the majority of the FPO division sort of maxes out somewhere between 320 and 380. So this is a pump for most of us, while Paige Pierce obviously can throw, close to 5, if not over 5. So she could get inside the circle while most of us are looking for a long throw-in for a birdie, or we're just happy with a par.
Yeah, this one averaged a 3.2. So again, taking strokes on the field by just parring the hole. And even Paige, max distance, and like you said, the biggest thrower in the division for the most part, still about 45 short. It's a long golf shot no matter who you are. 441 is no joke. Clean standstill there from Ohn. That's awesome touch.
It's such a different play out here versus like Santa Cruz where we were, and when the disc hits the ground, next thing you know, it's 100 feet past the basket. Let's go. Come on. Ooh!
Strong side miss for Paige.
Easy par for Ellen, and I imagine for Ohn and Lisa as well. Ooh, Ohn feeling confident with the bag putt, the one shoulder bag putt. I don't dare do that anymore.
It takes one traumatic experience to
you said it.
Never again.
Just one, and you know better. Well, I know better.
That's right. And a bunch of pars for the card. Beating the field. And moving into hole number 8. This is a tough green. OB bunker right in front of the big hill. If you saw off your drive, there is a big OB pond left. This is, again, confidence in your line and confidence in your game plan as well. I believe that was an undertaker for Paige.
The tricky thing about this is if you throw to the left of that little tree you see in front of the tee, you can sort of get a flex and probably have a circle 1 putt. But right there under the basket, a sand trap.
Exactly.
So even if you think you have a great shot, you might walk up and find yourself in the sand where you can still execute a putt and get a par. So, but you can also try the giant hyzer around that tree.
Exactly. This is a perfect line from Ellen, and just puts hers a little short. She'll be able to lay up there, take her par. Ooh. Ohn just has so much release speed when she throws the disc. It comes out of her hand so quickly.
Oh, look at this. A little extra.
Has she figured something out that we don't know?
I think so.
The forward roll on the air shot?
I got to go. I need to call Ohn.
I have a session with Ohn.
I'll check back later. Nice little upshot from Lisa. That'll be an easy putt. I think that shot we just watched Ellen execute really demonstrates how far uphill that basket is, and Ohn too.
Yeah, it says 375, but it's playing every bit of 385, 390.
And look, there's Paige in that sand hazard thing I mentioned. So a birdie.
So it looks like,
her right foot was in the grass, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So she did capitalize on the birdie. That's a fantastic 2 to get on this hole. She is already kind of on a tear here, throwing the disc really well, moving into number 9.
Hole 9, another long par 4, 590 feet. You can see those candy cane looking sticks in the fairway that can sort of give you an aiming point. You can throw a long drive and then an upshot, but again, you've got those sand hazards on the right, so you need to look out for those.
Laser beam from Paige, pushing a little bit left. But again, ooh, I don't know if she's close enough to that pine to give her some trouble. But again, 590, so a couple of 300-foot shots will get you up there for a birdie. Lisa puts hers right dead center of the fairway. And a fantastic flex sidearm from Ellen. You got to give credit to these all sidearm players. You look at Sarah Hokum, you look at Ellen. You have to take care of your body so well to be able to sustain that play style. It's, you know, a lot of amateur players have mentioned that they've had injuries throwing too many sidearms. So to have these players out here playing professionally all sidearm, that is a testament to their health and, health and fitness. Great upshot.
You said it, Brian. Since I've been playing for 9 years, as we watch Ohn do her little upshot here, which actually isn't little, it's about 275. I know from experience. Get out of that.
No.
See, that happened to me too, so I know how that feels. Being in the game for 9 years, I've seen the sidearm players wave in and out of the game due to injury. About every 2 to 4 years, they have to step away for a while because, unfortunately, they've, hurt some part of their body again. And I really only see that regularly from the sidearm players. So, that was such a good bid from Ellen from across the hazard. It's, as you said, really a testament. Get in there. Nice birdie from Paige to their health and fitness.
Yeah.
That they are able to do this every day, practice several times a day, compete on the weekend, and just do it year after year.
And an awesome birdie putt from Lisa.
These girls are throwing it down out here.
It's a fantastic putt. Lisa's been having a great season. I believe she's won. I think she won at Goat Hill. I think she won the Silver Series at Goat Hill, which is notoriously a long course. So Lisa, being a really resourceful player and obviously one of the best putters that FPO has, potentially the game has, just cashing a 35-footer. Ohn also saving her par after going in that bunker. Actually, an amazing card of putters. This has been a great round of disc golf to watch so far.
It is a really good card of putters and players in general. But putting is my favorite part of the game.
And there you have it for the front nine. Paige Pierce at 5 under, making a push. Lisa also at 3 under par, just 2 behind her. Ellen and Ohn are just staying afloat, even and 1 over par. Look at our leaderboard. We have some players coming up with some hot scores right behind Paige. And we will catch you on the back 9 here. Again, make sure to subscribe to Gatekeeper Media, doing fantastic things for the sport of disc golf. I'm Brian Earhart.
I'm Holly Finley.
And we are signing off.